Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. And welcome to the 2016 Fall Highfields Strengthening Families Fundraising Breakfast. I'm Siobhan Cleffer, and I'm a board member here at Highfields. And I'm just so thankful to look around the room today. First of all, we've got a wonderful, huge crowd, which is just amazing. I see some familiar faces. I see some, I don't want to say old faces, but I recognize you, right? And it's amazing and touching to see the support in this room. So again, thank you so much for being here. As some of you will find out this morning, Highfields does a lot for families in Michigan and for children. We are currently serving 12 counties in Michigan, 12. And I'm not going to try to do the math because my strong suit is reading off a teleprompter, not math. But we've been around for decades. We've helped thousands and thousands of families here in Michigan, and we hope to continue helping for decades and decades to come. And the reason we keep helping is because of people like you here this morning. Your support has been fantastic. And we just thank you so much for your continued support and hopefully some new support. If you learn some stuff today, that would be wonderful. We have an emotional couple stories to share with you today. We've got a great program for you. We're going to leave you with a lot of information about Highfields. We're going to feed you, and at the end, we are going to ask that you support Highfields and make a contribution and continue so that we can continue to make a difference here in Michigan. Because when we are helping our families and our children and they succeed, then we all succeed, right? In addition to donations today, however, we also just really want to educate you on what Highfields is all about so that if you're out and about and you encounter somebody who may need help, you know exactly where to send them, and we would love to take them in and help because that's what we're all about. I'd like to take this time now to recognize our board members. Could I have all the current board members please stand so we can see who you are? Thank you. How about former board members? Do we have former board members in the room? Thank you. Board Emeritus, why don't you go ahead and stand right up? Board Emeritus members, do we have those? Well, also, I'll take this time now. Special recognition. Olivia Letts, could you please stand up so we can all see where you are and who you are? Yes, Olivia, Board Emeritus, just inducted into the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame last week. So congratulations, Olivia. Thank you. And all of our elected officials, could we have you stand up? We'd like to recognize you today, if we have any in the room. Thank you. I'd like, if you could please help me welcoming Russell Davis and Joshua Smith. Now, Russell is the residential coordinator, or counselor, at Highfields, has been for 7 years, talented musician, and the coordinator of our arts and technology program. And Joshua, former Highfields employee, now the assistant program director at All of the Above Hip Hop Academy in Lansing, specializing in working with victims of trauma and violence. So please welcome them to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, so in the spirit of hip hop, we have this thing we call call and response. That means I ask you all to do something. Does everybody have the ability to put their right hand in the air? If you do, I want you to reach as high as you can. Now reach higher. Now, how many people reached higher when I asked you to do that, even though I asked you to reach as high as you can? So when we talk about the capacity to create with these young gentlemen behind me, that's exactly what we're talking about. We want to promote resiliency, and that's something that as an art form, hip-hop has done since its establishment in the South Bronx in 1978. You had the MC or the master of ceremonies, much like how I'm speaking to you right now, and they would be at parties where you have the B-boys and B-girls doing breakdancing. And that was used as a way to quell gang violence by giving them a different medium to hash out their differences. Now, let's fast forward about 38 years later in Chicago, in 2016, where the kids have a underground rap scene known as drill, which is very nihilistic, talks about violence with no holds barred, no stone unturned. And a lot of the students that we work with not only share experiences with the kids who enjoy that art form, but also listen to the music themselves. So keeping that all in mind as a tool to help them establish their